Hello and welcome to World of Tanks with Trapsikis. Today's video is about first impressions and how not to get stuck with them. I'm a person who judges rather quickly. If you land with a team that you think is bad, you often tend to play differently. And this video is here to prove that you shouldn't judge too quickly. So, being the only light tank in my team, I feel a responsibility to actually spot the enemy team and try to see how they are deploying so that we can respond. If, for example, we notice that they're all going to the north, then we can send more tanks to the north or even push south harder. So I find a nice spot push. I don't shoot, obviously, and I spot, let me see, what's that, 5, so exactly a third of the enemy team. And I get exactly 0 spotting damage. 6, so I've spotted 6 of the enemy team. No spotting damage. Now, at first I made the mistake of thinking that this indicated a bad team, but as has been said in other content creators' videos, often it's a bad idea to stop before you're safe to shoot. So my team was actually just being wise. They were first getting to a safe spot, safe position, and deploying to where they needed to be before starting to shoot. And as you can see, I'm starting to get impatient. I'm moving forward, moving backwards, thinking of shooting. Fortunately, the gun on the Bulldog isn't such that you can shoot at tier 10s and actually do enough damage to make it worth your while this early in the game. So I keep spotting and requesting fire, and I even make a comment about getting 0 spotting damage to my team. Not being nasty, just mentioning that I would have expected a bit more. And then it starts to come in. 224 on the Death Star over there, or the 215B at least. And another 700, another 345. And suddenly it's looking quite differently. I'm only spotting 2 targets at the moment, and I've already got over 1,500 of spotting damage, which changes the picture quite significantly. If to put it in perspective, 1,500 is almost as much hit points as a high tier tank should have. So that's already given a big contribution to my team. Whereas if I had pulled the trigger and got spotted earlier on, I would probably have died and would not be able to contribute any further to the team. So after I'm quite sure that no one is capable of seeing where I am, I decide to move up a little bit to provide vision to my team, who I'm now convinced will shoot at them. You see the Centurion action 10 to the left. He would have spotted someone if they were in a position to spot me, more than likely. So I can move up in tandem with the Centurion to actually provide vision to the rest of my team. There you see the Centurion asking for spots, not seeing what I'm doing. So now this one is tricky because there's a gap between the rock and the trees. Chances are that I can get spotted if I move up. But fortunately the Foch decides to show himself, and obviously I have to remain completely stationary so that he doesn't become aware of me. And once again the spotting damage starts rolling in. And good for me, he doesn't know where I am, so he doesn't know how to position so that I would not be able to see him. Now it's down to 57 hit points, but I know the front of his armor is very good, so it's not worth my while shooting through it. But if he turns to either show me his rear or his side, that would be a different story. So I patiently wait. He knows he's still spotted. He's still receiving some shots, but he's not taking any further damage. And then for some reason, he turns so that his entire side is exposed to my team. And then I can't resist the temptation. But obviously, after taking the shot, I have to get behind rocks so that I don't get any incoming TD fire. Now the Rheinmetall starts receiving some attention from my team, and is eliminated consequently. 1 shot fired, 1 kill, 57 damage, and 4,408 spotting damage. So you'll often find yourself in a tier 10 match in a tier 8 tank, wondering what you can do. You don't have to rush in, you don't have to YOLO, you don't have to shoot as much as you can. All you need to do is provide information to your team, and if the situation arises, maybe provide some supporting fire. You'll see I'm not trying to kill the 110. I'm trying to draw his attention away from the TVP. Maybe he's reloading, maybe he needs to change position. Either way, a TVP can now move in and hit the 110 from the side, which is a much easier target than the front. Okay, so we're aware of the FV215B and the T4400 that was spotted up in the top left corner, but now the 4400 is spotted near our base, so I only have to deduce that FV215B has followed him to our base. Obviously I have to make sure that he's not hiding behind the rock or something. And then, noticing that we don't have a lot of tanks in base, I decide to move up. Fortunately, the Löwe takes out the T925E2. Not sure what that is. And but you'll see that FV215B is still in our base, and we've only got 2 tanks to contest him. Now, if he manages to eliminate them, and they're both lower tiers, then he will be able to cap. So it's a good idea for me to try at least to support my team. Even if I can only draw his attention away from them, they can have time to reload and get in an extra shot. Even though he's below half health, 925 hit points is still a lot. Okay, so fortunately I get the side, and I immediately get his attention. I try to dodge the shot, but unfortunately he manages to hit me, and then my last shot sets him on fire, burning him to death. Unfortunately, our Centurion crashes, but still things are looking good. 11 kills to us and 6 to the enemy means we've got 4 tanks to deal with, and we've got 9 to do with them. Right, and they all seem to have collected in the corner there except for the artillery, so obviously I have quite a distance to travel. But so far I've only taken the one shot from the FV215B, which did just nearly 400 damage, but a very nice result for myself. So back to the point of the video, don't let first impressions last. At first I thought my team was ignoring the spotting and wasn't interested in getting spotting damage, but later on I learned they were actually just being clever and deploying first before shooting, so don't get impatient. That's a very big lesson to learn in this game. The moment you're impatient, you rush, you make a mistake, you die. Take your time, plan, and then move in. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. I had some connection issues, so I disconnected for a while there, but I was back before the end. And now you'll see I'm loading heat rounds here because I don't know which way the WZ will be facing, and I would like to secure the kill. And now I notice that T30 is not looking at me, so I switch back to APCR, and then of course he turns his front to me, but the Löwe secures the kill. Right, so back to the post-game results. We've got a very nice medal for ourselves there, the Orlix medal, killing 2 enemies at least 1 tier higher, one of the medals that was downgraded recently. In the team results, you'll see I finish on top of the logs with XP 1212, but because of the premium day that I was given by Wargaming, this is actually now my highest XP game so far. And then if you look at the personal details, you'll see I only fired 8 shots, although 2 of them were premium, and managed to make a profit of nearly 26,000 credits. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was useful to you.